Good morning, potato chips. How are you? Wee Paddy from across the shuck. And it's a wee excited Paddy because although I've had this now for a few days, it's been up at my daughter's, but we were able to get up yesterday and get it and bring it down to the caravan. So, the title of the video, my GEC collection is complete. And I put a question mark at the end of it. So for all you aficionados out there who do watch this, one, I thank you, but two, if I'm missing something, please let me know. I'm not going to do a review of this because I've only just got it. I haven't even used it. I've just sharpened it to put a good edge on it. There was a bit of tip damage, so I've tried my best to rectify that. But I think this is the last in the line of GEC. Now, here we go. I'm just going to run through it very quickly what that collection entails. Is it my last GEC? Not a flipping chance, is it? But the collection as in what GEC make is what this is all about. And this is the last, I believe, in the 4 different sections that GEC make knives for themselves. We'll touch on the outside of that afterwards. But this beauty here is the number 99 Wall Street. It's the 0 stands for the Wharncliffe blade. The 1 means that it's just one blade, and the 18 is 2018 when it was made. And this is made in American elk. Another thing that I didn't have in my GEC collection was American elk. So that's the tube. This is the beautiful knife. Now, I've just put a beautiful edge on this, and it comes down to a really nice point, but you can see where I've tried to get the most of it out. Probably, let me just see if I can show you. There's a bit of damage, or has been before. I don't think much of it was lost. I think it was more sort of bent and then put back into shape, but I have reprofiled it completely and put a lovely edge on it, and it is sharp right up to that edge. Now, this knife in itself is stunning. It's a beautiful Wharncliffe blade, and you can see the etch on it. Let me just see. There you go. Practical knives. It's the only knife I have with that on it, and the GEC badge there. Absolutely beautiful. The acorn shield, and what this donates is that this is in stainless steel, and it's in 440C. My first 440C, first stainless steel GEC. It's also a lockback. Beautiful. Now it's squared end cap here. You have the 3-ring bolster here. So it's made in the sort of Northfield version. It's higher end. You're getting more of the bells and whistles. The fit and finish on this is just stupid good. Stupid good. And if you can see that tip, I have ground that now to a perfect tip. The sides just maybe don't look as great, but it is now a completely straight Wharncliffe with a good tip. What do I think of it? I think it's absolutely amazing. I'm not going to go into this in depth today, other than to say this was the last one in the versions that GEC do of knives for themselves. So I'm going to set that there. So this is the stainless steel version with an acorn shield. It's the only time they use the acorn shield. Oh, by the way, this is made in the Cyclops Steel Works, which I think they started in about the 1870s, not sure. This building was used to make knives. Now, whenever GEC took it over, I don't know. I do know that Boker had used it, I believe. I have to do the research on that. Boker had used the Cyclops Steel Works. Now GEC use it for their stainless steel. But it seems a bit weird to me. So if anybody can help in how that works, before I do the review, if anybody can explain to me how it works and how often the GEC make stainless steel knives, because I don't see a lot of them. And does that place lie empty in between time, or is there another part of the company use it? So I have no idea, but I've got to do the research, and that's again the exciting part of collecting knives. So there's the stainless steel version, which was the one I didn't have. What GEC also make are and these next 3 knives are user knives. The blade edge is nearly gone on this one. You can see it very faintly there. But this is one of my users. And this is oh gosh, 29? Is it 29? Yeah, the number 29 Stockyard Whittler. It is a beautiful knife. So this is in the Northfield, which again is the higher end. You get fluted bolsters, you get, or not fluted, you get lined bolsters, top and bottom. Not always top and bottom, but you get the extra. You get the lovely unexcelled shield on it there. It's just beautifully finished. You get these little added touches of just excellence that are thrown in just to keep you there, and that beautiful bone on it. So that's Northfield. Then we're coming down in what the knives have. The quality doesn't come down, but the standard of what you get in it comes down a little bit. So we're now down to the Tidioute versions. Again, this is a user knife. This is a number 78 American Jack. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous knife. You get the Tidioute shield on it, which is a lovely shield. You don't always get these exact ones, but so you've got the lovely bolsters, but they're not lined. You don't have that extra. You don't have the extra like long pulls on the blade. These do vary in every new edition they bring out. They do something different on each knife, so they don't all look the same. But this is the more of a working knife, more of a knife you can. You're not that worried. There isn't too many things to damage. This has got beautiful swedges on it. This is a swedge, but it's not in that sort of standard, if that makes any sense to anybody. So we just drop, again, the standards don't drop, just what you get drops. It's like going from your super high-end XL car down to your basic L model. And then we have the farm and tool. This is your working tools. Next to no extras on it. I love that. Actually, I love the bird's eye. Look at that. Farm and Field USA, the bird's eye sort of rivet there. And you get Farm and Field on the... These are all made in Titusville. And this is a bulldoze. This is a smaller of their two working knives. They also make whittlers and all sorts of things in the Farm and Tool brand. But that is the 4 different strands of GEC that they make for themselves. I am over the moon to get this. I didn't know whether I'd ever get one. You just don't see them anymore. Well, you might see them, but you don't see people selling them. So I was really lucky to get it. And I thank the gentleman who sold it to me. I am chuffed, over the moon. For somebody like me to have this set, I just find amazing. From where I started to what I've been able to collect now, it's just... Honestly, I'm blessed. I actually feel genuinely blessed. And I'm so appreciative of being able to get all this collection of knives. Now, what I'm going to do now is show you some of the other things that GEC are known for. And that is their SFOs, which is companies outside of GEC order knives to be made by them, but branded in a different way. Here's one. This is a Northfield, not Northwoods, Northfield. And this is Mike Latham, who uses this in his shields. He's the only one this is licensed for him. This is just a beautiful knife. Again, high-end, lined bolsters, matte strike pulls, the most gorgeous swedge that I believe only GEC does to that standard. See, SFOs come in all sorts. Now, here's another one, a Charlie Campagna TC Barlow. You can see it on there. This is Tom's Choice. This is all steel construction. Charlie Campagna has his hand. He designed this, but well, between him and GEC, they designed it. And it's a joint venture, if you like. The TC Barlow is a joint venture between Charlie Campagna and GEC. God, I can't get my words out at all this morning. Help me. So there we go. That's another GEC. And then there's lots of SFOs. You have the Allegheny Mountain Club. They're different ones. They get a new knife nearly every year. A lot of the clubs that I'm in, like the Slip Joint Collectors Club, we have one that's been made just for us. So you'll usually get a knife that has something different from all the other types of knives that are produced in that line. Then you come to the higher end ones that are GEC knives that are made for other companies that are completely branded by them. And this is the creme de la creme, if you like. The Northwoods versions. And they're made by, or they're ordered by Derek Bone. This is Mike Latham does this, Charlie Campagna. This is Derek Bone, and these are his designs that he brought. I don't know whether it was from an archive or from his head. But this is called a bone cliff. It's like a one cliff, but it's got Derek's interpretation of it. Sadly, he passed away much too early, and but they're still continuing this on. You get the beautiful shield, shall we say the arrow shield this morning? It is beautiful shield, and it lets you know straight away that you have a Northfields. These are like hen's teeth to get, especially at the minute, the way things are with COVID. I love this knife completely. Now, what you have to be aware of, that not all Northwoods came from Derek Bone and Northwoods, the name did, but Derek Bone has only recently took this over in the 2000s. They were made before, previous to Derek Bone and GEC. They were made by Dave Shirley, and this is one of his models. This is a Northwoods. If you can see, the writing is very small on this. I don't know whether I'll be able to get it. You should see that there. This is Northwoods, Gladstone, Michigan, USA. So this was Dave Shirley when he had the Northwoods pattern. This is one of his knives. But these were made by Queen and not GEC. So you have to be careful. If you get a chance to buy one of these, you buy one. They're just gorgeous. But this is not GEC. This is. So there we go. That's, I believe, all the sorts of knives that you can get from GEC and all their subsidiary companies that buy from them and get their knives made. I will do a review of this beautiful baby very shortly. I think it might jump up. Look at that beautiful elk. It is different to stag. And it's nearly like a peppery covering. I'm not sure how to describe it, but I'll try to get the words before I do the review. But it's gorgeous. It really is just a beautiful knife. Centered, well, it's not touching at all. If you can look up there, not touching at all, but a beautiful, beautiful lockback knife. Now, I've already noticed one problem. Side to side, there is no movement, but up and down, I can't tell you how small this is. It's like a fraction I'm moving it, a fraction. But it's there. You can feel it like I've not felt in any other GEC knife. Now, I know lockbacks are notorious for that. It will never, ever affect this knife. It won't affect the lockup or the security. But I have to be honest, and I have to say, it's the... Look, you can't even see it move in there. Let me just get this so you can see it. I want to get it there. There's the join. Now, watch this. I'm moving it up and down, but you can't even see it separating from the join. It is that little, but it is there. So we have to say the truth, because not everything is perfect, but very nearly perfect is enough for me most of the time. And this is beautiful. I love it. I love the name. I love the fact that it's stainless steel. I love 440C on a pocket knife. Absolutely brilliant. So there you go, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And thank you so much for all you do to help me get this collection, because without yous, I wouldn't have had the drive to get it. And you know, yes, I was moved on to it, but the drive comes from wanting to show you what I've been able to get through your help, through just subscribing to the channel, those who have helped monetarily, those who have helped with other knives. Just thank you. And I can't tell you, I'm so excited. I've put a question mark at the end because I'm not sure if I've missed anything. Anybody out there who can help on that, just go ahead. I am over the moon. Thank you so much indeed. Take care. Paddy's gone. See you later.